Everybody, welcome. Let me go ahead and give me 1 second, guys. Let me share this thing out. Give me a second. Tweet. Folks, I had to wear the flower shirt today. It's that important of a day. Got a lot to talk about. I got coffee. I'm hyped. I got coffee. I got a full friggin' chicken here. I got bananas. I mean, this is the life. Look at this. Come on, folks. Kidding me? I got coffee, chicken, bananas. No gabagool. I need a gabagool. She's back, yes. She is back, folks. The wife is back. The wife has returned to me. Apparently her other boyfriend in Miami must have not been that good. Oh, man. Oh, Evan, my friend, I shouted you out. I don't know if you heard it. I shouted you out on the podcast that me and Ryan did about all of the good information you had on DJ LeMayu. So I appreciate that. I don't know if you saw that. I appreciate that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe she was with Manny. I mean, if she was with Manny, look, stay with Manny. I ain't giving you those millions. Your boy is not signing no $175 million deal that the Yankees aren't going to give us. All right, folks, let's get going here. Let's get started. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a full house here. Let's get started. Let's start talking. The first thing first, the title. Dan Lozano is angry. Lozano is angry, folks. Take this two ways. Coop, what's up, Coop? You can take this two ways, okay? The first way to take it is that the offer is accurate. And Lozano doesn't want that information out there, of course. If the White Sox are only offering 175, and that is really the only real offer out there, this isn't good. This makes him look bad. It makes his client look bad. It's not good. Then again, it could also be that so much is out there that it could be affecting everything that he's doing and everything he's negotiating with teams. I'm happy he called out the bad reporting, because every time something's reported, it's immediately, rebuffed by somebody else and kind of canceled out as the new information out. So it's a bit insane. Coop says, would call 175 a low ball. Yes. Yes. For Manny Machado, yes. Yes, that's a low ball offer. Come on. But here's the deal. If it's the only team out there really offering a good amount of money, you don't want that information out there as accurate. You don't want that out there. So good old Dan Lozano, the Italian man he is, his brujol probably got a little angry. The meatballs down there probably got a little bunched up. And he said, enough is enough. I fought. Let me put these guys in their place. He's going to break some kneecaps, this guy. Should the Yankees jump in and take Manny? Guys, it all depends on the money. If we're really talking 175 and Manny's not a Yankee, it is exactly what Michael Kay said today. It's exactly, watch what Michael Kay said. That's everything. I got mad at Michael Kay because I said, Michael, you took my show. You took my live tweet, my live chat. Evan says, if it's the offer, Yanks can say, okay, 7 years, 180, take it or go to the Sox. I agree. I said that in a DM with Daniel, who's on here a lot, and I told him flat out, I said, if that's the case, give him a deal and say, hey, look, you got 48 hours, my friend. You got 48 hours, and we will make it public afterwards. Flat out. You want to be a Yankee? Come on board, kid. But that's the only deal we are giving you. Simple as that. Ryan, folks, there he is. Is now a bad time to tell you I'm doing a show with Michael? Ryan, look, my friend, you go do it then. If that's the case, you go do it. You go do it. Excuse me, Jack, my friend, thank you. You water yourself before you go going live. If Yanks get Machado, what do you do in the infield? Hope you haven't slept on a couch with your wife back. No, I have not, thankfully. If the Yankees get Machado, it could very well spell the short-term life of Troy Tulowitzki with the Yankees. He could be gone. And I'm happy somebody brings it up. Garrett, thank you for bringing this up. Let me take a moment to say this, guys. A lot of you guys are new to my live chats. A lot of you guys are not. And if you guys remember, a while back, I don't know how long ago this was. It was a while back, but you guys would definitely remember. I said my personal goal, what I would do. I would sign Manny, and Didi would walk. I will let Didi go. A lot of people bring up this idea of so many infielders and all this. Look, there's not an infielder the Yankees have that's Manny Machado. So nobody blocks Manny Machado. Nobody blocks Manny. My idea is what I told you guys, and this was without Manny Machado, so I wasn't even thinking about Manny Machado. And this is a whole other story that we'll get into here soon. But I would seriously consider letting Manny go. I mean, letting Didi go if that's the case. If you lock in Manny for 7 years, I mean, you can't be upset. And the crazy thing was, John Heyman confirmed what I told you guys, whatever the hell it was that I said it. But I was told a while ago, and I talked about this in my video that you guys can go listen to. The Manny Machado video, what I know, what's going on. And I said in that video, I was told, but I couldn't really confirm it because it wasn't from my most reliable person that I speak to. But this person told me, and it was also one of the people who told me about the Zach Britton deal and things like that, that the Yankees gave Manny Machado a time frame to try to work out a deal. No offer was given, but to try to work out a deal. Manny and Lozano basically said, we're not ready to talk deals yet. We're going to do that after the new year. Basically, when that happened, the Yankees said, well, that's where we stand. And they, I guess, saw it as a bluff. And Cashman was like, all right, that's it. I'll move on if that's the case. They signed Tulowitzki, and they went ahead and got DJ LeMahieu. So take that as you like it. I didn't believe it, so I was kind of wary to put it out there fully, even though I did before John Heyman ever wrote this. This is about probably 2 weeks ago. You can see the video on YouTube. But John Heyman kind of says the same thing today, that, you know, the Yankees were ready to talk a deal. They were not, and the Yankees kind of said, all right, cool, no problem. We'll go out there and set our infield. So it's interesting. I don't see them trading Gleyber. I think Brian Cashman, remember this, guys. Remember this. Brian Cashman has said multiple times he is not a fan of Gleyber Torres at shortstop. I don't want to go into the whole DJ LeMahieu signing because I'll talk about it for a week. I do not understand signing arguably one of the best defensive second basemen in baseball. $12 million for 19, $12 million for 20. And you're going to say, hey, buddy, bring all the gloves you got because we don't know where the hell we're playing you. If I'm LeMahieu, I'm saying, you've ever seen me play second base? He could play everywhere. That's true. That is accurate. He could play everywhere. Me personally, this is just me, this is just my opinion, I I like him playing his best position, which is second base. If the Yankees want to improve on defense, I put him where he's going to make your ball club better immediately that we know of, and that is second base. If this whole Kluber thing happens, which I still think it's a small possibility, if that happens, Andujar becomes available, you have to make that deal. I know you guys get mad. I know some of you hate that idea. But you have to move him for a guy like Kluber. You have to. Whisperer, my friend, how are you doing? You think a three, there we go. Segmented right into it. Beautiful. You think a 3-team trade for Kluber is possible. Andy and Gray to Padres, Kluber to Yankees, Renfroe, and others to... and prospects from San Diego to the Indians, then Machado. Let me say this. Let me say this about that whole idea, that deal. If you watch my video I put out last night, I do not believe Cleveland will come anywhere near wanting to make a deal that involves the New York Yankees getting Corey Kluber. I don't think you will ever see the Indians work out a deal where Kluber ends up in New York. It'll look bad for their organization, and it will look bad for the fans. So what I think you will see happen, if it does, are one-off deals. You'll see Kluber traded to San Diego, then San Diego likely calling up the Reds and the Yankees and going, hey, look, we don't want to keep Kluber, but we want Nick Senzel or we want Miguel Andujar. Whoever says yes, we have a deal. I think that is much more likely to happen than anything else, where San Diego will kind of have an open ball field here, so to say, to make whatever deal they want to do. But remember about the Yankees' deal with the Indians. The Yankees were out of it that year. The Yankees weren't going to make the playoffs that year. So that was the Yankees saying, look, whoever gives us the best guys back, we'll take it. So that's a different story. You got two teams right now who you really believe are going to compete very well with each other and are expecting to win. I just want to say I hate rap, but replay is amazing. Wow, man. I showed it to some of my friends, and they love it. Keep up the great work. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. It's hard to do. I work on so many different things. Guys, I do so much. I do music. I do, obviously, this. I do public speaking. So I also talk to youth, to young kids, about living in, trouble areas, trouble growing up, things like that. So I try to do many different things. And obviously, I love doing this more than anything, I think. Let's see. What is next, folks? Thank you to everybody that showed that song love. It is going to be on iTunes very soon, folks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is Florial untouchable? Yeah, I think Florial, for Yankee prospects, not major league guys, Florial is about as untouchable as you can get. So we should be mad at Dan Lozano if Yankees offered a deal? Why? No, not at all. If the Yankees, look, guys, here's the deal, man. If the Yankees get outbid for under $200 million, I might have to get on this thing and break these walls behind me. I might have to do something drastic. I mean, honestly, they can't miss out on that deal, man. They can't miss out on that deal. Heedy! I love the name. Heedy! Any chance Manny or Bryce sign short-term contracts? That is the big question out there. With high annual pay, but wait some more for the big deal. That's the whole free agency been tiring. I agree. I talked about this with a few people the other day. If this deal for the White Sox is really out there, Eddie, my friend, welcome from the beautiful Dominican Republic, my friend. Coming this year, Eddie, I will be in contact with you. Coming from this whole 175 deal, whatever it's 175, 200, you hear a lot of reports too that we've all known this. This is not breaking news. That Manny Machado wants to be a Yankee, right? This is not breaking news. This is not new headlines. If Manny Machado really wants to be a Yankee, and let's not forget this here. There got to be some sort of tactic here. If I'm Dan Lozano, look, I want to get Manny Machado the most money. But I also want to keep my client happy. If Manny Machado, we don't know this. You know, all of this stuff about he wants to be a Yankee, we've only seen and heard this. We don't know how accurate all this is. We don't know if this is gospel. We don't know if this is the real deal. This is what we've heard and what we see, okay? And sometimes as fans, we make our own minds up of what something might actually be when it may not even be that at all. So if I'm Dan Lozano and I sit down with Manny right now and I go, hey, Manny, look, the White Sox are offering $200 million, let's just say. And Manny goes, what about Cashman? Hey, look, that shit looks like it sailed a little bit because we didn't talk money at the time. He wasn't bluffing. Do you want to go to New York? Is that what's going to make you happy and we can figure something out? Yes, I want to go there. Why wouldn't Manny consider a 2-year deal? This sounds stupid. It does. I'm going to say it right now. Doesn't make sense because this kid is amazing. But if he were to accept a 2-year deal, don't be a free agent when Nolan Arenado's a free agent. Don't do that. Be a free agent the year after. Be a free agent the year after a guy like Arenado is done. Go to the Yankees for 2 years. Say, hey, look, have a press conference. You don't have to, but you could do this. All this media talk about how disgusting of a person I am, how bad of a ball player I am when it comes to my personality. I don't hustle. Well, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to win a World Series. I'm going to go to New York and put up the best numbers of my career. Then when I'm 28, I'm going to be back on the market again and get the money I'm supposed to be getting. I don't think that would happen. I do not believe that would happen. But if he really wants to be a Yankee, there are so many ways about these contracts. Hell, the Yankees and him could even have a handshake agreement and go, look, we'll give you the 7-year deal, but you're taking that opt-out. That opt-out is going to be agreed upon. The media don't have to know it, but that's going to have to be opted out. We can opt out right there. You're going to opt out on that deal. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, folks. Let me see. I think I had a question up here. Whisper again that left-handed hitters. Could the Yankees target not named Bryce Harper, trade or free agency? Interesting, man. One of the big ones, of course, is Mike Moustakas. We know Mike Moustakas is out there, who would make sense for the Yankees. Other guys out there, Marwin Gonzalez is there, but I mean, he kind of takes away his value if you're going to leave him in left field. Trade-wise, haven't really thought about this much. Derek Dietrich is another guy that's still available, who hasn't been picked up by anybody, I don't believe, unless I missed it. Sports Talker, my friend is on. Good job, Tyler. Thank you for being here. They aren't out on Harper at all. They are very likely one of the mystery teams. I would agree on that. I had another one here. Brandon, there he is. Brandon, my friend. You already know the deal, pal. You already know the deal. You have to wonder what the Yanks valued Manny at if he signs for 175, because all you have heard is the Yanks want him in their amount. Look, I'll put myself on the spot. I reported out in that video a while ago, and Jack Curry followed it up, and everybody else followed it up, that before that meeting ever happened, the Yankees were willing to go to 8 tops, likely stay at 7, nowhere near 300, and under 250. Jack Curry reported that a while ago, that was the case. Brandon Belt also would be a logical move. But a lot of people reported this. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if things changed. If this timeline for the Yankees was like, look, that's it. We're done. We are done. We're not doing nothing else. We told you we want to work out a deal. We're not moving forward with nothing else. What about Ottavino or another relief pitcher? Fans forget this. And let me go out there and say this real quick. Tyler, my friend, you can help me out on this one. Evan, you probably can too. Because I know you guys really know, it seems like you guys know. Tyler, I know you know a lot about prospects. The Yankees don't need another relief pitcher. Look, I would love Adam Ottavino. There's been a couple of teams who apparently are going to offer 3-year deals. The Yankees don't want to do that. But the Yankees have so much talent in the minor leagues that can jump into a bullpen role for the Yankees. They got a really good pen, folks. The pen isn't bad, man. They got a really good bullpen. The way it is right now, they got a really legit bullpen. They got Domingo Acevedo. They have a lot of guys. Correct. They don't unless they, if they're not going to offer Betances what he's going to be worth at that point next year. But this year coming up, they got quite a few arms that could jump in there. Sonny Gray, yes. No, Luis Medina is nowhere near ready. Luis Medina got severe control issues that he needs to get underway pretty quickly. Albert Abreu, these are all possibilities. Joe Harvey, Tommy Kahnle is still there. Ben Heller is coming back from Tommy John surgery. So there's quite a few guys out there the Yankees still have that they can do things with. Julian, thank you. I appreciate that. Why don't the Yankees get Harper? What are the chances they get him? He would fit really well, much better than Machado would. Will they get him? I never want to say never, but I will say in this case, I don't think so. I would never say never. I don't think they do. Does he fit better than Machado when it comes to the batting order? No question about it. Can you imagine Judge, Harper, Stanton? I mean, that's all-time great 3 through 5. That's all-time great 3 through 5. It'll be tremendous to see what could happen with something like that, but I just don't see it as a real likely chance. Frazier in a salary dump, if they're trading at Ellsbury or somebody else, probably the only way you're able to make that type of deal. Medina going to be any good in a few years? Hell, man, if Medina gets any type of control, he's one of the Yankees' real legit premier pitching prospects. No doubt about it. Why would the Yankees tell Machado they are signing Tulo? Well, that's everything you need to know right there. I mean, that could have a lot to do with time frame. Brian Cashman himself said it. He said, look, we kept them aware of what we were doing. Apparently, they weren't ready to talk money, and the Yankees moved on. You can't blame the Yankees for that. You just can't. Whisper, my friend, thank you. Thoughts on Passan's comments today? If somebody wants to throw me those comments that he said, I don't remember. There's been so much reporting back and forth. I don't know exactly which one was his. I really don't. There's been so much back and forth. He said he thinks Manny is still going to come to the Yankees. Yankees, maybe the Yankees want to... Is that what he said? Mutual? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I think I remember seeing that. Yeah, okay. I remember seeing that. Yeah, man. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Mutual interest. Based off what we see in here, it's pretty obvious at this point that Manny's probably holding out for New York to jump in. I mean, I think that's a possibility. And he might be at a point right now where it could basically be in a position where he's like, maybe I'm screwed. Maybe we took the wrong approach. Now we may have to go crawling back to the Yankees and go, look, this is where I want to be, guys. What's going on? So that is very, very possible. Very possible. There was one I wanted to answer here from somebody. Why is Florial untouchable? I can tell you why Florial's untouchable. Florial's dynamic. Estevan Florial is about as dynamic as you get as a prospect. He got raw power coming along. He is quick as hell. He's fast like grease lightning. He's fast like grease lightning. He can field. He got a cannon for an arm. Outfield, he can steal bases. He can hit for average, hopefully. Right now, the big problem with right now with Florial is that he chases a lot of pitches. So the batting eye is not there yet. Brandon, my friend, he said he had someone told him that Manny is going to the Yanks and Bryce to the Phils. And there's mutual affection between both. Yes. Correct. I do remember hearing that. J Stock, you haven't missed much, my friend. We are still going strong. Florial better be the Dominican DiMaggio. The shirt, Carl, I promised you I brought back the flowers. I got a banana. Look, I can hang this like here or something. Look, I got a whole chicken. I ate half of it. I mean, come on, man, I'm good. I'm good. Sal, my friend. We're just doing things, folks. Cody, my friend, thank you. Yes, let's go ahead and get those likes up, folks. That is true. Estevan Florial is Haitian. He is not Dominican. That is true. Let's see, folks. Where's the questions at? Let's go. Seems like DJ is a better defensive version of Torreyes. I'm going to fill my coffee. I'll be right back. God. Mega, get the cannolis. Mega, get the cannolis. We'll need them after this. Guys, please. You guys know I love all of you. I love all of you. Can we never again, ever, who started this crap? Please, who started this nonsense? Ronald Torreyes is a freaking journeyman. He's picked up and released. He's 5'1". He got to spin 6 times before he swings the bat. What do we, DJ, look. Guys, please. Please. Who started this shit? I love him too. I love Ronald Torreyes. But that's like me saying, That's like me saying, "Ah, shit, the Yankees got Manny Machado." Who's Manny Machado? It's like having Tyler Wade that can hit. I mean, come on, who wants Tyler Wade again? What are we doing? Ryan, I made you laugh. I made Ryan laugh. That's impressive. Ay, ay, ay. I think Manny Machado is upset of the way this whole thing has played out. That is just me. I have no evidence of this. That's just me saying that. I think Manny Machado has to be somewhat upset about the way this played out. And Brandon, imagine that. Imagine he's holding the camera this year. All right, guys, I got a question for you guys now. Because this might be one of the most debated questions in the Yankee universe right now. Because I saw my feedback on the YouTube video. Would you guys trade Miguel Andujar if you can get Corey Kluber? Without a doubt, we got a no, we got a yes, we got a no. It's the most split question of all time. Where's the no? There's the no. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we got yeses. We got yeses. I like this. Yes, 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 yes. Get the yeses. There we go. All right, good. So I'm safe to talk about it. Yes. Yes, you do. Folks, you do it with or without Manny Machado. You do that deal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You do that deal with or without Manny Machado. I am sorry. The question was, would you trade Miguel Andujar right now for Corey Kluber? No, I'm sorry. I disagree with some of you guys on that, though. All right, let me ask this then. Let me ask this question. Would you trade Andujar for Kluber without getting Manny Machado? Yes or no? No, I said without Machado. No Machado's coming. No Machado. Would you do it with no Machado? Draven says, hell no. Only if Machado is in play? All right, so that question is a little more divided. Okay, I understand. Jack says, no joke. You ranted so hard, my phone crashed. I apologize. Accept my apology, sir. I really apologize. Oh, God, Joseph, don't do it to me, man. I'm tired of hearing this Corey Kluber is old talk. Zoe, down. Down. I'm tired of hearing this Kluber is old, folks. Do the Yankees want to win now? God, you got to do it. Look. Again, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this again. And I hate repeating myself, but I have to because a lot of you guys maybe never heard me say this. I was a big Miguel Andujar fan before it was a cool thing to do. Before it was, we'll fight you over Miguel Andujar. I was the guy in the back of the room going like this. Call him up. Get that guy up. Call him up. That was me. Telling most people, keep your eye on Miguel Andujar. Third baseman in single A. But folks, Corey Kluber is one of the best pitchers in the game. Even if Corey Kluber has 2 or 3 good years left in him, you almost have to make that move. If you want to win, if we're talking about winning a World Series, if we're talking about just being good, maybe great, over the next 5 to 10 years, then you hold on to him. But if you say to yourself, if Kluber can give us 3 really dominating, solid years, you gotta take that risk to win a damn World Series. I'm not out here to be a part. The Yankees should be out there to win and take over the damn league. Then you hear people say this. This is the best, folks. This is the best. Oh, no. They can't add another starter. They can't. CC can't sit on the bench. And they can't use 6 guys. What are they going to do? What are they going to do with all these starters? What are they going to do with them? Ugats is what they could do with them. Again, I'll repeat myself. Because this is like a fun thing to do, to repeat myself all day. I always got to repeat. I'm going to start filming it and just playing it and sitting like this. You don't need to do a 6-man rotation. Tanaka is better likely on 6 days. And CC, you can work in at least 20 to 22 starts a year. Easily. Without skipping everybody. There is no reason. There is no downside to doing this. You want to hear the downside? Let me tell you what the downside would be. The Yankees are a better team over the next 3 years, but maybe they don't win the World Series. And Andujar plays on a team that's not going to be good for the next 3 or 4 years likely. And he's going to be good. So expect him to be good. But guess what? You have to take that risk. You got to. Hell, I'd do it for Torres and take that damn risk. I'm sorry. Pitching wins. And if James Paxton is healthy, and James Paxton is the guy he could be, you got Kluber, Severino, Paxton, Tanaka, or Happ lined up in a playoff series. Get out of there, folks. Get out of here. Get out of here. You also need guys that can put the ball in play, Michael. That's why I said I like the idea of DJ LeMahieu. Also why I like the idea of Manny Machado. They put the ball in play. I appreciate those Colorado folks being high. I like it. Do the deal, damn it. Do the deal. Daniel, my friend, trade Dan Clark for Kluber. Hey, look, I'll tell you what. I like Dan Clark. I got nothing against Dan Clark. Let me tell you this. If Manny Machado signs with the Yankees, he loses all credit for ever saying it. And I was going to give him credit. But the way he backed out of it and ran away, you lose credit after that. I'm sorry. You can't run away from something you knew was accurate. Can't do it, man. You can't. Once he ran away from it, I said, I can't. I even messaged him. I can't give you credit no more, Dan. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. Hey, let me tell you something about this whole lefty thing. Let me tell you something about this whole lefty thing, because everybody says this. Is there collusion in baseball? Yes. Yes. There's definitely collusion in baseball. What was I going to say? About this whole lefty thing for the Yankees, right? Let me tell you guys about this real quick. The Yankees got the second best thing. They got all right-handed hitters that drive the ball to right field. Quick question. What if Tanaka's elbow goes during the season? What are we going to do? Again, my point, why you need another starting pitcher. That's what you would do. You don't want your first starters to be Domingo Germán and John Loaiziga. You just don't. I don't want that. I saw that last year. Now, couldn't they have improved and got better? Yes, they can improve and get better. But you go out there and you get somebody else who can jump in, whether it's Kluber or somebody else. And John Heyman reported it today that the Yankees are still looking at starting pitching. So who the hell knows? Sal says if Yanks don't appear in the World Series this year, it'll be the first decade since 1910 that they didn't appear in a series. That is right. Guys, and I'll tell you this. Something that nobody has brought up yet. I'm very worried about CC Sabathia. Let me tell you why. CC, if you haven't saw him, looks really skinny. Remember I said this. CC looks really skinny. Okay? He looks really skinny. Last time CC Sabathia tried to get thin, he was one of the worst pitchers for the Yankees. He was horrendously bad. I'm not saying... Look, it happens. Sometimes when you're bigger, you're used to it. Your body's used to it. Your body's used to that. But last time, CC lost a lot of weight. Velocity dipped a ton. Command was lost. Just wasn't the same guy. I understand you got to do what's best for your health, which he had to lose weight, no doubt about it. His knee is also bad. So, we'll see, folks. We'll see. Me, on the other hand, it's time to get back to the gym today. Oh, man, I'm going to pump up today like no tomorrow, folks. Yep, that's right. Sabathia even admitted that he missed the weight after he lost all the weight. No doubt about it. Do I think Manny is regretting taking so long? I talked about that earlier, and I think he is. I definitely do. What if we don't move Sonny Gray? I highly doubt that doesn't happen. I think Sonny Gray will be moved probably middle of next week, end of next week, the latest. CC has to go visit Candyland with... Jack, please, Jack. Oh, man, Jack, please, Jack. Don't let Ryan see that, please. That's all I need. CC might be below average this year. We don't know. We don't know what to expect from him. Yeah, I mean, honestly, no, Anthony, you're right, my friend. I haven't been in the gym in a minute. I got to get back, man. Got it. Tonight's the night. Tonight we're going back. And yeah, it's time to hit the ground hard again and get back into really severe training. My last sparring session I did, I think I was dead after like the third round. No joke. I was absolutely exhausted. I gotta get that water back in me and start pushing it hard. Yeah, can we win a World Series with the current roster? Yes, of course. Of course we can. Of course we can. Of course we can. When is Manny coming? I've been being asked this for the longest time on the planet, and guys, at this point, I don't know. I was told a while ago it could be the weekend, and this is weekends ago, so I really don't know anymore. I really don't know. Michael, I said I don't know, my friend. What do you want me to do? Tell you? I don't know. Next week. What do you want me to tell you? Who starts in left field opening day, Stanton or Clint? I would say Stanton does. Whisperer says, do you think a player strike is coming? Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, no question about it. Guys, go look at the free agent list. Guys, it's January 16th. Usually now, we're putting together the idea of what the team's going to look like. It's January 16th. Keichel's out there. Kimbrel's out there. Manny's out there. Harper's out there. Tons of relief pitchers are out there. Starters are out there. You got tons of players without a job. Michael, let me ask you a question, my friend. The beginning of the year rolls around. Do you think the Boston Red Sox are winning the World Series? No, you don't. And if anybody says they thought the Red Sox would, no question about it, win the World Series with their roster, you're lying. No. Did they have a chance? Yeah. Every team is, the Red Sox are beatable, Michael. You're not thinking here. The best team does not always win the World Series. The best team doesn't always win. This Yankee team right now on paper is better than last year's Yankee team on paper. But on paper tells you who got. You got to play the ball game to show the results. Whisper, you're right. The Orioles look like one of the worst teams in the world. They can surprise a lot of guys and win a few games. Yeah, I mean, we've been there and done that and had those conversations. We've been there and done that. We've had all those conversations already, guys. We've had all those conversations. Underrated name, Nick Markakis. I agree, depending on what type of D you could get Markakis. Would be nice. The Yankees liked him before. And he walks a lot. He gets on base a lot. Very good outfielder. Could make some sense for New York. It really could. Start selling flower shirts with the stop it in the middle. Oh, God. Oh, God. Do I believe Hal is willing to go over the luxury tax? I think he's going to have to go over. I don't think he wants to spend a lot of money. I just don't. Connor says, on paper, we are better besides outfield defense. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Why do people like Andujar over Torres? Well, look at the year Andujar had. Torres had a good one too. But my goodness, Andujar had a really good year. Really good year, man. Really good year. Trading Gray could open up signing Ottavino or Moustakas. I think he gets done over the weekend. But is likely holding up over Padres' interest in Kluber. That makes a lot of sense. Kluber is definitely holding up the market for Sonny Gray because remember the teams that are interested in Kluber are also interested in Gray, which is the Reds and the Padres. And then you got other teams like the Oakland A's or the Braves, the Brewers that could still be out there and look to engage the Yankees with Sonny Gray. All right, folks, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and jump off this live chat. It was fun. You guys are great like always. I appreciate you all. Absolutely terrific conversations. Fun as always, like all the time. Always fun. And you guys are amazing. We will have another one of these right here this weekend. Maybe Friday. Maybe tomorrow if news breaks. Maybe Saturday. Maybe definitely Sunday. But we will go from there, guys. Have a terrific rest of your night. I will talk to you all soon. Thank you so much.